What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Casey Ryan Reacts. If you're new here, welcome. Come on in. We get nice and comfy in here. My name is Casey Ryan. I am a singer, songwriter, and content creator, sharing my love for music, movies, and TV shows, and a little bit of behind-the-scenes content about what it's like being an independent artist. And if you're returning, welcome back. Always so good to see you. Now, for today's video, we are reacting to a recommendation from my best friend, Melissa. I think I'm pronouncing this correctly. It looks like it's Sickick. Sickick. So I'm guessing Sickick. Let me know if that's incorrect once you start watching the video. But it's their mashup of I Can Feel It with Michael Jackson, the great, rest in peace, one of my icons, and Phil Collins, which all of my millennials, you gotta know Phil Collins, right? From Tarzan soundtrack, that's probably the most recognizable to us. So I'm really excited about this. I don't know anything about this. She sent this to me in a private message, and so I haven't seen anything about it. I don't know how the mashup is or anything like that. So I'm really excited about this. But some of the things I really love about Michael Jackson, when I was growing up, I used to do dance. So I did hip hop, tap, ballet, jazz, lyrical. I used to do all different kinds of dancing when I was young. One of Michael Jackson's albums, I got to do a dance routine to in, it was probably like 4th grade or so, and that was like my first real introduction to Michael Jackson that I can recall. Center Stage, the movie as well, The Way You Make Me Feel, that's also one of my favorite songs. That actually might have been my very first introduction to who Michael Jackson was, with the Center Stage movie. If you haven't seen it, the final dance scene, check it out. It's a fantastic movie. If you love dance movies, it's wonderful. It's a little dated because it was from like the 90s, I believe. It may be like early 2000s, but a fantastic movie, Center Stage. Highly recommend. You may see some famous people who have gone on from that movie to be super successful, so check that out. But yeah, and Phil Collins, of course, the Tarzan soundtrack was like, it was just so pivotal for me as a child. I remember listening to that over and over and loving the animated movie of Tarzan. It was just Phil Collins, the way that he writes music. It's just so infectious, it's emotional, it's deep. And so I'm really excited to hear how this mashup is and what is really being mashed up with Michael Jackson. So if you're ready, let's do this. Oh, but before we jump in, I have a new Patreon. And so if you'd like to see more about those packages and things like that, I will link the video up here for you so you can check that out as well. It's also in the description, but I'd love your support, everything that you've been doing for me so far with commenting, liking, sharing, all the subscribes. It really does help me out, and I'm so thankful for it and for everyone who is interacting with me. It's really fun to be doing this. So definitely check out my Patreon. But let's just jump right in. I'm comfy, and if you're returning here, you know we get nice and comfy. So I'm in my nice chair. I've got my Snuggie, and I've got my feet up. So let's just do this. Come on in. Let's go. I'm ready. Come on in. All right, here we go. Drowning is an art of learning to survive, be it in water or in... Ooh. So, DJ. Looks like total DJ. Oh. Okay, so we're getting like a whole little performance with this. I'm liking the updated anonymous face. It's really cool looking. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm hearing Phil Collins, I Can Feel It, and Do You Remember Michael Jackson? I'm interested to see where this goes. Okay. Got a nice groovy drop there. All right, Melissa, we see you. Oh, yes. She knows me so well. All right, so my best friend, we have been best friends, oh gosh, going on about 20 years. We might be right at 20 years now. We met in high school through mutual friends. We've done choir together, both in school, and we did church choir. We've got to travel the country together, internationally together for singing. And so she definitely knows me very, very well. And so nice one, Melissa. This is fantastic so far already. I was a little nervous about the beginning. It felt a little, I guess for lack of better words, kind of messy, mushy. I guess it wasn't quite melding together, and I was waiting for a beat to drop, and it definitely did come. Once the beat dropped and we had that kick in, or begin, I guess I should really say, it started to kind of come together and morph. I'm liking going back and forth between Do You Remember, Michael Jackson, and I Can Feel It Coming by Phil Collins. And so I'm liking the back and forth. Once the beat hit, though, I definitely got into the groove. So let's go back to this. This is good. I see you, Melissa. Oh. Is he really singing this, the DJ? Hold on, wait, let me go back. Let's go back just a little bit here. I didn't realize he was gonna sing. I don't know anything about this DJ. Wow. Okay. I don't recognize this. This isn't part of one of the other songs, is it? For some reason, it's not clicking in my head. Let me know if I'm completely off, if I've missed this. Is this a remix with, I'm guessing, Sickick's like own track or own lines to this? I'm really liking it. Let me know in the comments if you know more from this artist and this DJ. Kind of, is this similar to what they usually do? I'm curious. I like this. I like the effect on the vocals. I love the stage. It's super, super cool. It's just really basic. He's got his mix table up and the light stands behind him. I'm seeing a few different camera angles. So it looks like we're shooting this in a few different angles all at once. So I love that, but it's just basic. We're getting to hear the beat. We're getting to see some type of visualization with Sickick here. The mask is really, really cool. Being anonymous is really powerful as an artist. It can allow you to tap into a whole different creative side of you. It allows a little bit more freedom of expression. So I love having a little anonymity when it comes to artists, but I also love getting to know the real artists like me. Casey Ryan is a stage name for me, but it's also really close to my personal name and what I go by and what like people and friends and family know who I am. But having that little bit of separation while still being true, it's, at least for myself specifically, to my name, it's a way for me to separate the two personalities while still feeling like everything is also Casey. So I don't know. I love that. Let me know what artists you love that kind of have a layer of mystery around them. One I can really think of off the top of my head is like Sia. Now, when Sia first started, we got to see her face. She was just out there singing, performing as like a standard artist would. And then when she came back and had the wig that covered her face, she had Maddie from Dance Moms jump in and start doing a lot of choreography and being like her principal dancer. So that around kind of that time or so. But let me know, what other artists do you love that go either by a stage name like Lady Gaga or things like that? Do you feel connected to them in the same personal way when it's coming from a stage name versus a legal name? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious on what your thoughts are. So, but anyway, let's get back to the video. Yes. Oh. Michael's voice, it just pierces through. It's so recognizable. Same with Phil Collins though. Like, I can clearly hear the differences, but it's working longer and longer as we go through this. Oh. There it is. That was cool. Let me go back to that. I liked that. The doom, 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 which is I can feel it. That's like a really iconic part in that song. Let's go back. It's cool how he meshed that up. Ready? Here it comes. There it is. I love this. This is just so creative. I have not heard electronic dance music like this yet. This is a really cool rendition. I want to hear more from this artist. Let me know if you've heard of them before, or Melissa, send me a message if you've seen more of their stuff. This is good. And if you're listening to this with headphones, the sound is really cool. Here, let me pause. So if you aren't watching this reaction video with headphones, I encourage you to start over, put headphones in. The way that Sickick is panning these different parts in different ears is really, really, really good. I highly recommend, if you're just listening to it on a phone or on a laptop, pop in some headphones real quick, take a listen to this. It's cool. This is really, really well done. I love the mixing on this.
Loving how it feels. I never thought love at first I could feel so real. They'll never know that loving how it feels. I never thought love at first I could feel so real. How it real. How it real. Feel so real. How it
I love the synth.
How it real. How it real.
If I could be so creative, I would love to have this talent. Just to come up with beats and to hear it a whole different way. Nice. Very, very fun. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Nice recommendation, Melissa. I loved that. That was so cool. Another fun thing I want to share about my friendship with Melissa is we both share the same love for Michael Jackson. She's been here to visit me multiple times living here in Las Vegas. She's just the epitome of a best friend. Someone I can talk to. She can talk to me. We can be super honest with each other. We can tear each other up with our sarcastic humor. Find yourself a friend or a partner who you can joke with and just tear apart. It's my love language. I love teasing, and she and I share that relationship. But with our Michael Jackson, when she's come, we have seen a Michael Jackson impersonator show together here in Vegas. We also saw the Cirque du Soleil show tribute for Michael Jackson. So we both really love this. I also got to see Janet Jackson live when my mom came to visit a few months ago, and that was just fantastic. Never got to see Michael before he passed, unfortunately. So the tribute shows are the best that I have right now. But if you love Michael Jackson as much as I do, definitely check out some of the shows here in Vegas. They are fantastic. You will not be disappointed. It definitely feels like Michael's in the room still, so highly recommend that. But wow, initial reaction, it started off kind of muddy, where it felt like the two songs were competing, and with the panning that's happening in my ears with the headphones, at first it wasn't super pleasant because I couldn't differentiate necessarily which beat and which tempo we were going to go with, but it got there as soon as that first initial beat dropped and we had that kick come in, and it allowed for some navigation of the song, and we had a journey, we had a path of where the song was going. So once that came in, it started really working for me. I loved the transitions in between. I loved when Sickick came in with their verse. I don't recall that in any of the other songs. Let me know if I'm just totally like, that's just going over my head and it is in one of those songs. But I don't recognize that. And I loved the added lines there, or the added take. And so Nice. I love this. Melissa, great job with this recommendation. Send me more of this person if you have any that you love, because I know you and I've got great taste that match together. So I love that. Thank you, Melissa, for that. I loved it. So if you loved this reaction as well, definitely recommend you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future reactions coming from me and new music. I've also got a Patreon, so make sure that you're subscribed to my Patreon so that you get the full uncut reactions that YouTube can't handle, and it's just an additional way that you can support me in my channel and with my music. So thank you again so much for joining me. I love this. This is so much fun. Yeah, I just appreciate all the love and support. So remember to be kind to others, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. All right, until the next one, peace.